The government has been able to do a lot in extremely trying economic times. Social Care Minister and DLP candidate for St. Michael's Central, Steve Blackett, hammered home this point as he spoke in support of St. Michael's South Central candidate Richard Seeley. He highlighted his ministry's national strategic plan on HIV and AIDS. He says there has been steady progress.
This government shares the global vision that within our generation, the AIDS epidemic can be ended, and we have made a firm commitment as a Democratic Labour Party administration to zero new HIV infections in Barbados. That is what we have on our radar.
Tourism Minister Richard Seeley, who will be seeking re-election, joined in on the performance report, harping on his ministry's record-breaking feats.
We have broken records in terms of number of rooms. We have broken the record in terms of arrivals 3 years in a row. We have broken the record for cruise arrivals. And we are determined to even have more rooms on stream by 2020.
Prime Minister Frendel Stewart touted his administration's success in the area of housing.
The Democratic Labour Party, when it came to office, did not see any Marchfield housing development in St. Philip, but there's a Marchfield housing development now. There was no work hall housing development also in St. Philip, but there's a work hall development now. And there was no Fords Road development. There's one now. There was no Stewart's Lodge. There's one now. There was no parish land in St. Philip. There's one now. There was no Valerie, to which Richard referred. There's one now. There was no Grotto. There's one now. There was no Country Park Towers. There's one now. There was no Greens in St. George. There's one now. There was no Fore Hill in St. Peter. There's one now.
Shane Jones, CBC News.